Harvs vlog, Project Focus. It is the 4th of June. Yeah, 4th of June 2019. It is 6:15 in the morning and we are off back up north to Dreamscience to hopefully get this car sorted and get it running as it should be. So it's been a little while. I think the last vlog was at Ampthill Park, or Ampthill Hill. We were basically explaining that the car wasn't running as it should be and there were a few issues. So, you know, Dreamscience and I've been talking back and forth, and fingers crossed we are going to get those issues sorted. Yeah, I'm just hoping today goes well, I really am. So we're going to vlog it through the day. So we're not going to do too many actually at Dreamscience because I think I just want them to get on with it. They're just going to get on with it, so I'm not going to keep bothering them and stuff like that. I've actually got my laptop with me to keep me occupied, so I can do a bit of work while I'm there. But yeah, so we shall start the car and get the journey underway. So we are about 80 miles away from Hull. So while we're on this epic voyage, shall we say, I thought I'd give you guys a quick sort of overview of what's actually sort of gone wrong with the car. So since we came back, and even while it was there, it wasn't producing the boost levels that it should be, which is slightly bizarre. You know, there's no mechanical reason for why, because there's no mechanical reason why it shouldn't. But basically, they were struggling to get the boost out of it. And it became apparent that there was something wrong when we was out with some friends at a car meet at, but I think it was Dunstable. And we were driving back, and my friend Dan Bull, who's just had his Audi TT done, and that thing is rapid, absolutely rapid. He's just had his done, and I think he's pushing out about 280 brake horsepower. So the two cars really should be on level with each other. I mean, he's got the slight edge, and his is a bit lighter than mine. But anyway, we decided to do a pull down the bypass to see. And as I accelerated, as it got to the top end, it was as if you were running a 100-meter race and someone came up and just whacked you in the stomach, and the car just went like that and just completely dropped its boost and went to quarter boost. So I think and then that put my engine light on. So I think that's put it into some sort of under boost protection mode or something like that, which is not really what you expect when you've paid X amount of money, and it should be fine. So anyway, that's what I'm hoping they're going to put right, and hopefully we can have a fully working car again. And also, since then, the car has been running very, very rich on petrol, which I think I said in the last video. If you go to the back of the exhaust tips, or if you follow my Instagram stories, you will see that I like to polish my exhaust tips. Every time I clean the car, I give them a quick Autosol polish, which is a top tip actually. If you guys want to have nice polished exhaust tips, I recommend you go to Halford. You can buy it in Halford. It's called Autosol metal polish. When I used to work on show cars with my mate Ken, we used to do all the bright work on the cars, and it was all solid aluminium. We used to polish it up with that. So yeah, tip, if you guys want nice polished exhaust tips, Autosol metal polish. I think you can get it in Halfords. I don't know how much it is, but yeah, definitely give that a look. But anyway, back to topic. When you can see the car is running very rich, because when you go to the exhaust tips, it's like a thick black soot coming out the back of the exhaust. And also the fuel needle's telling me that it's absolutely drinking petrol. And I think from what I've heard and from what I've read and what I've spoken to people, that is basically the car. Something's obviously happened with the car that's put the engine light on, and so just to protect itself, the car does dump more fuel into the engine just to keep it cool. So if the car's running rich, it's not too much of an issue. Obviously your fuel consumption is going to be a lot worse. But it's when it's running lean, so you've got more air. So when it's rich, it's got more fuel than air, and when it's lean, you've got more air than fuel. That's where you run into problems. So hopefully that hasn't caused too many issues. But yeah, I mean, you know, as a car itself, it still drives okay, but obviously it's not performing as it should be, and that is very, very frustrating and disappointing. So, but fingers crossed, you know, the guys are going to get it back, they're going to have a look at it, and they're going to sort it all out, and everyone's going to be happy. So we've got 75 miles left to go. So it's a very, very long drive. But yeah, so about 75 miles left to go. It's about 25 past 7. So yeah, so we will keep doing a few vlogs, and like I said, I'm not going to bother the guys too much while we're up there. But yeah, we will keep vlogging while we're sort of going along, and hopefully the next vlog will be a really happy, smiley one. There's me trying to get a nice shot going over the bridge where there's not any roadworks. On the way back from Hull now, and it's bloody raining. Typical, isn't it? Oh well. Still pretty impressive to go over the bridge. Man, weather up north is not great, is it? Oh my god. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, but it is windy up here. Proper windy. I would not want to be a double-decker bus driving over this bridge, because you'd be lucky if you didn't end up in the river. So, as you can see, I'm on my way home from Dreamscience. They've had the car for the day, they've had it up on the ramp, it's been in and out for test drives, and from first impressions, it feels a hell of a lot better than what it did. It feels a lot smoother. What they've actually done is they've adjusted the actuator, checked all the solenoids, checked everything to do with the boosting issues and stuff like that, and then they've actually put a custom map on the car. They've actually rewritten the map specifically for this car to make sure that everything is running properly. So now it should be hitting close, I mean it's only been data logged, but it should be hitting close to the sort of 300 horsepower mark that we were looking for. Again, to find out exactly, we'll have to whack it back on a dyno, but I don't know if I'm going to do that anytime soon, to be honest with you. But yeah, on first impressions, the car feels a lot smoother to drive. The boost is coming in a lot more progressive. I felt a little bit before, the way it was happening was it was literally, you would put your foot down and then the boost would come in one whack. And I didn't like that. I don't like that when I'm driving a turbocharged car. I do like a sort of progressive, and it's just what I prefer really. I don't like to sort of have nothing whack like that, you know. It's not something I enjoy. Some people love it, some people don't, everybody's different, but me personally I prefer a much more progressive acceleration through the power band, which this has now, and it seems to pick up a lot nicer. So, and it sounds a lot smoother, it feels a lot smoother, so fingers crossed, fingers, toes and everything else crossed. It will be alright now, so hopefully it's all sorted and I won't have any problems from here on out. So hopefully you can hear me on the camera. It is absolutely pissing it down here, so, which is really annoying because my car was actually really nice and clean, as it was when I came up to Hull the first time, and now I came up, it was nice and clean. Going back, it was absolutely hammering it down on the way back last time. So yeah, so I'm guessing it's going to have to be well, it needs to be cleaned again anyway, because I wanted to get all this stuff done. Also, if you you've seen on my Instagram and Facebook stories, I'm also working on the new front number plate as well. Some of you have seen the back. We're now doing the front, which is a similar sort of thing but slightly different shape. So I want to get all those done before the weekend for I think it's called Ford Stop, I think, which is an event being run by the Sharnbrook Hotel in Bedfordshire. A guy called Churro, who my mum knows very, very well. He has a group called, I think it's called Petrolheadism. I know it's something along those lines. But basically they run different events at the hotel all throughout the year. Mainly, well, a lot of it is kind of supercar stuff. So Churro himself, I think, has got a Lamborghini. My friend Kyle, who's got a Nissan GTR, goes to quite a lot of his events, knows him quite well. So yeah, so he's actually got a Ford event on this weekend at the hotel, which I've registered the Focus up for. So Friday night, or Saturday depending, we should be getting the car show ready. Unfortunately, I did want to try and get the engine cover redone. As some of you know, I did a custom paint job on the engine cover itself. Unfortunately, it looked mega when it was finished. I surprised myself as to how good it came out. But unfortunately, due to the heat underneath the bonnet that sits directly on top of the engine, the paint stuck to itself fine, but it didn't quite stick to the polypropylene substrate which it was being painted on. Having said that, the bit that was chrome, which in theory should be the first paint to peel off anything because chrome is delicate as anything, has stuck like, I was gonna swear there, but I won't. Stuck like stains on I don't know. Arse on it, like shit to a blanket. It's stuck like shit to a blanket, and it won't come off. So apologies for my language. Yeah, so I've got to try and pick all that off at some point, and then hopefully get what I probably will end up doing is taking that one off, repainting that one, and looking on eBay to try and find a standard one. So run with a standard one for day-to-day basis, and then when it comes to doing shows and stuff like that, just put the show one on. That'll probably get the job done. But yeah, other than that, everything is all pretty good. I know the car needs neat. So going forward, plans for the Focus, as some of you know, we are gonna lower the car. We're gonna lower it on springs rather than coilovers. Again, I've got my reasons for that, which if you watch the bank holiday video, I sort of said that there, and I sort of said my thoughts and feelings on coilovers versus springs. But again, you know, like I said, for me, coilovers, I'll say it again, coilovers for me, if you're putting it on a track, brilliant, because you can adjust the suspension geometry, you can adjust everything, you can just rebound everything. Road use, I think a good set of springs for me personally is good enough, and I think for this car is going to be good enough. And then we're going to make some spacers. Well, sorry, I say buy or make some spacers to go on the car. So we're going to space the wheels out a bit, and it should give the car a real nice kind of stocky stance, which should look really, really nice. Coupled with the splitters as well, that should look sick. And then that's about it really. I think anything else I'd probably end up doing to the car will be small sort of aesthetic changes. So I need to post a picture up, but again, if you saw my Instagram story from the weekend, I think, my new wheel centers, which are supposed to be red, and they look red when obviously you've got the center on its own, but when you put it up against the race red of the car, which is a real sort of bright red, they do look a bit orange. But nevertheless, on the black wheels, they look wicked. I was a bit worried that they were going to look too much red on it, but it looks sick. I'm really happy with them. So, and they were a tenner off eBay, and they're official Ford. but I can't remember for the life of me at what point in time Ford offered cars with red wheel centers. So if anyone knows out there, drop me a comment, because I'd like to know, because I'm curious. I remember seeing them on, but I never knew if they were a factory option. But yeah, these are OEM original parts from Ford. So fair enough, I'll go with it. They fit nicely in the wheels. A bit of a pain in the backside having to take the wheels off to actually put them in. But other than that, they went on like a dream. The wheels went back on. So, and then again, you know, more of the usual stuff, kind of refurbing the wheels because they are curbed. And also the paint's chipping. The paint is chipping on a couple of them. The ones that I did at home, which again, if you look on the videos from, I want to say July. I think it was July last year. But all I know it was really, really hot. But I did 2 of my wheels, my left-hand side, passenger side wheels, at home. And unfortunately, it didn't go as well as I'd hoped because my compressor just isn't... The compressor isn't really man enough to handle a spray operation like that. And also there was a load of moisture in the compressor itself, which came through onto the paint. So it didn't really come out as nice as I'd hoped. And that paint has subsequently started chipping off on one of the wheels. So yeah, we're gonna get them refurbed at some point. Probably want to try and do that before Wootton Car Fest, which is again, I'm doing that again this year. Listen to that. That's popping. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but that's popping, and that's natural. That's not in the map. So yeah, so we are 114 miles away from home. I'm starving as well. 114 miles from home. So according to the sat nav, I'm going to get home at about 6:30. So I was up at 5 this morning, so I'm very, very tired. But yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, the car is absolutely sorted and I don't have to worry about any performance issues from now on. So thank you guys very, very much for watching. Again, if you've got any thoughts and feelings about it, please feel free to leave me a comment, DM me, personal message me, if we know each other personally, text me, phone me, whatever you like. But again, you know, thank you guys very, very much for watching. I hope everybody is well, and look after yourselves and take care. Till next time.